What's up, guys? Finally figured out how to do it. Alright, let's wait for people to join. I'll send the link real quick. Finally I figured out how to do it. That took me a lot of time and I did it. Hello? Well, what's up?
Hey,
Figured it.
Thomason PBS fan. How are you?
That's going good. Finally I figured it out. It took me a while, but I did it. Alright, we just need to wait for two more people. Hopefully Fickalova 2000s or Jake Martin can join. And this stream's probably going to be short because I'm running out of time, but I think I might have time.
What the?
Sorry it took me so long, by the way. And oh, wait, let me also type this as well. What happened?
Echoing. Why is it echoing?
Huh? Oh, that's odd. Hello?
Yeah,
Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. So what happened?
my thing
Echo?
was echoing. I don't know why it was
Oh,
echoing.
oh, yeah. Sorry about that. That's so weird. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, I think it's working good. Testing. You can hear me or no? Oh,
No, it lags with the sound. The,
this is so weird.
So what were you saying?
Oh yeah, here we go. Did you hear me on the headphones? Oh my.
I think there's something going on. It keeps lagging the voices every time I speak.
Oh, this is weird. But anyways, it's okay because the most important thing is that the link worked. Ugh. This is going to be.
Now what you ready to say?
Okay, is it working? Or no?
I think it is now.
Okay,
I
perfect.
I think I figured out what the problem was.
Okay, I guess I'm ready to show off my complete season sets for Thomas and Friends. Now, you know Thomas is a show from the UK, right?
Yes, but it was brought to America through Shinetime Station on
Yeah.
TBS.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the complete season sets. Well, the complete series sets in the UK. They only did it in the UK, but I did some in the US. Only 1 through 21. So,
Okay, definitely not seasons 23 through 24 of the Blubba era, because those don't even have movies in between them, because the Blubba movie, Big World Big Adventures, was the last Thomas movie in general.
oh yeah, that's true. And let me test on the headphones real quick. If this doesn't, let's see. Okay, can you hear me?
I think I can now,
Okay, perfect.
because I figured out what I was doing, what I actually forgot to do. So that was actually my fault.
Oh,
I
you
remember
did?
it was, yeah, I realized the other thing was open, so I had to close it. But yeah, now so you're saying yes, we got to show them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did the link, I sent the link to the others so they can join.
perfect. So, this is my first stream, by the way, so so let's get started.
Yeah, and yes, we can talk about other things that are related to make up season sets of other shows too, besides Thomas. Because this
Yeah,
is also
sure. We can
yeah,
do
well,
that.
Mhm.
Let me figure it. Ah, here we go. So let me get up real quick. Can you see it?
yeah. I'm just
Perfect. So I worked really hard on this for like hours. Well, I hadn't been working on this as much because I had school going on and all that stuff. Because I'm sure you know this already, but it's my final year of high school before I graduate.
yep.
So here you go. This is the complete season one, the complete first season right here. To be honest, I had to put George Carlin here, and why? The only reason I had to put George Carlin here is because Ringo Starr didn't narrate every single episode.
The
I
only
couldn't
one he
figure. Huh?
the only
What?
one he didn't do was Whistles and Sneezes in the U.S. Ringo Starr.
Oh yeah, right. That's true. And I also did not just the front cover. I also did the spine as well. See right here? Can you see
Hopefully
it?
we yeah. Hopefully for like seasons 1 through 10 we see the old Hit Entertainment logo, but from 11 through 21 we see the new Hit logo because that's why I like to see the logos. That's why I like to see like for their restorations of seasons 1 through 6 they use the old style Hit logo.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, and I think, remember when you showed off your Thomas collection last time?
You mean like my home media collection?
Yeah, like the model one?
Yeah.
Um, Okay, I don't see anyone else joining. I think it's probably gonna have to make it quick. So, yeah. So this is the spine right here.
Yeah.
I worked on this on Canva, and here's the back. Now, let me zoom it in right here. It says, "All aboard for the very first season of Thomas and Friends," where the whole adventure begins. I put a really good description. Can you read it?
I think I can.
Okay, is it working?
I think it is, yeah. So I think
Okay.
when you joined my Q&A stream on my personal side, you showed it for a different camera setup.
Yeah, it's because I used my phone for this one. That's why. But yeah. And if you don't know the banner right here, the banner is supposed to say 2 disc set over 2 hours of Thomas and Friends. Because each episode is going to play the intro, basically.
Yeah, even like this one YouTuber Taylor Kennedy, he put like up the name board sequences in between the episodes from seasons 1 through 7.
Yeah, I know, but I think I'd like it if each of them played the intro or something. And you know what'd be great?
Yeah,
In seasons 1 through 2, it would be really awesome if like Ringo Starr narrated the first 2 seasons of Thomas and Friends, not just in UK dub, but also in the US. Like, if that ever happened, then I wouldn't have to put George Carlin. Although George Carlin is the best narrator, I agree.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I think like these would have to put like the list of the episodes on the back because I think like on the UK ones they don't list the episodes on the back of complete seasons 1 through 7, the UK editions, but these US ones we do put them.
yeah. And I did a 2 disc set, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. You know what for every set of 13 episodes because basically seasons 1 through 9 of the first 9 seasons have 26 episodes, while as season 10 has 28.
And then season 11 like returns to 26, but then 12 through 16 go to like 20.
But then 17 through 19 go to 26, and then season 20 has 28, just like season 10 does. But for some reason, we have to do only 18 episodes for season 21.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think can't remember this guy's name, but I'm pretty sure her name. Okay, yeah. Just responding to a comment I got. But anyways,
Yeah,
here's this one right here. What do you think?
I think it's just got Thomas on the disc.
Yeah, I decided to put different promotional images of Thomas from 7 to 11 because that's what they did in the UK once. And here's disc 2 with a different promotional image of Thomas. And if you're wondering what's with the 75th anniversary logo, well, I wanted it to be released 2 years ago from 2020. I wanted it
But
to be like that, but
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I think on the front cover it would have Thomas from the first season or just different promotionals.
Well, if you're wondering what my favorite almost, oh, I'm just talking to a chat. I just
Oh,
got. So if you're wondering what my favorite season of Elmo is, I think it's probably seasons 1. I probably like all of them except the reboot. Uh, yeah. I think my favorite episode is probably Balls or something.
yeah. And I was can I say further? There's another season 1 version of the Trouble in the Shed. Like this one version of Trouble in the Shed of Thomas. I forgot to actually tell you. You know how the Ringo Starr UK version? They basically say, "Henry's not going," said Gordon. "We won't shunt like common tank engines. That was Thomas's job. We are important tender engines. You fetch our coaches and we will pull them. Tender engines don't shunt."
Oh
And
yeah.
like when Sir Tom Hanks says, "We'll see about that," said the Fat Controller.
And I'm pretty sure in the George Carlin version, you can hear his lip smack, apparently.
Yeah, but Ringo Starr, he doesn't do that. That's one thing I do like about Ringo Starr. In the first season, he doesn't even smack his lips. Well, actually, no, no, no. It never helps out. Ringo did smack his lips only one time.
Oh yeah. That reminds me of that.
But in George Carlin, he says, "Henry's not going. We won't shunt like little tank engines. That was Thomas's job. We're important tender engines. You fetch our coaches and we will pull them. Tender engines don't shunt.
We'll see about that, said Sir Topham Hatt.
No engine on my railway is too important for small jobs." Yeah, and also like, oh man, I'm trying to remember like if any of the versions of, yeah, did you know there's a goof in Henry Social Cole if you watch the restored version? For some reason, when Henry backs into the siding, he pulls up front for some reason, but he's supposed to stay in the siding.
Oh yeah. I
But
think
even though
that's also that is a goof.
but there's a version that does have restored it, but Henry doesn't move forward out of the siding because he's supposed to stay in the siding.
Oh yeah. And speaking of a goof, I did notice that have you noticed that all the engines beginning with season 4, they have different whistle sounds? Like for example, Thomas has Edward's whistle, even though I think that's supposed to be his alternate whistle. So I don't think it's necessarily a goof.
Yeah, because I know Duck shares his whistle with Gordon's in season 4 and some of season 5.
Yeah.
And also, like, did you know, like, yes, the down the mine scene when Thomas pushes the cars into the siding, he jerked his driver off the footplate. Sorry for saying that, but he bumped his driver off the footplate. That scene is CGI flashbacked in Blue Mountain Mystery, the down the mine scene.
I heard about that. Oh dear, I am a very silly engine. Hmm.
And a very naughty one, too. I saw you.
Yeah, and I can't remember what else he goes, but
At Ringo Starr UK, he says, "Please get me out. I won't be naughty ever again." Whereas in the Ringo Starr US and George Carlin versions, they're like, "Please get me out. I won't do it again."
yeah. And even if Ringo says the same lines or something, there is a way you can actually tell it's the US and UK is if Ringo Starr's narration is probably energetic. Like for example, at the beginning of Double Trouble or Thomas Percy and Nicole in UK. You notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that too. And also, like, have you watched, like, I'm also going to say this is also Thomas related. Did you know that Ringo Starr's US version of Thomas's Christmas Party on the Shinetang Station finale of season 1, "'Tis a Gift"? Did you know that in Mrs. Kindly's flashback story when she was ill in bed and you and Toby gave her presents, Percy and Sir Topham Hatt sent her to Beaufort to get better. Whereas in George Carlin, he says, and Sir Topham Hatt sent her to the seaside to get better.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that word means in Ringo Starr US version of Thomas's Christmas Party. Sent her to Beaufort to get better.
Yeah, and I think there were some words in I think there were like some words in the episodes in which they were kind of inappropriate. Like for example, shut up. I think that's kind of inappropriate to say for little kids, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they say that, because despite this is supposed to be a little kid's show, I don't
Hold
think... Oh, okay. Just wait here.
Sorry about that. What were you saying?
Yeah, you're saying, like, they were not supposed to say shut up. It's inappropriate for them to say shut up in Thomas. When we get to the next season, there are some episodes where they do say shut up.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
I
get to
guess
season...
that's why.
Well, we're still talking about season 1 stuff, so let's just get back to the season 1 stuff.
It's
And
okay.
also-
It's as long as it's Thomas related, it's okay.
Well, okay, well, it also doesn't matter, because I know we're still talking about Fanmate's box sets of complete seasons 1 through 21. I know the color border for season 1 would be red. Because I know the colors of it. I watched the Every Single Thomas Story video like dozens of times. I know the colors for seasons 1 through 21.
Colors?
Yeah, the colors.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just well, first throughout season 1 we're supposed to have a red cover because it's like the UK version.
Oh yeah. Um. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I'm not sure if there's another different versions. Like I watched all the versions of Percy Runs Away on season 1 so many times. The George Carlin one just nails that so good.
Yeah. I remember he was like, "Oh, get out
So,
of my way!"
in Ringo Starr UK and US, he goes, "Oh, Grown Gordon, get out of my way!" And well, actually, Gordon eventually screams out, "Oh, get out of my way!" And then it puffs him, and Gordon's all scared that Percy's in his way. Just imagine if they could make a CGI version of Percy Runs Away.
Oh yeah, that would be hilarious. That would be kind of interesting.
But
I
unfortunately,
know
they
they
never
did a
made.
CGI version of Percy and Harold, or Percy Proves a Point. Sorry, I meant to
Yeah,
say the.
it's okay.
But yeah,
Because I know that in the George Carlin, when he goes, "Oh, Grown Gordon, get out of my way!"
yeah,
And yeah, that part used to scare me. And Percy Runs Away. What I thought there something. What I didn't know what was going to happen, so I shut my eyes when I saw Percy close his eyes because I was terrified of Gordon's scared face getting too close to the screen. That scared me. That scared me as a kid. So every time I have to watch it, but I have to cover my eyes.
yeah. Sorry. Anyways, I was just responding to one of. I was responding to one of MRKP 2003's comments.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, she likes to hear from everything too.
Anyways, so back to the season 1 stuff. So
Yeah. Percy Runs Away. Yes, the part with Gordon's terrified face getting too close to the camera used to scare me as a kid. But nowadays I find it funny because you know what was gonna happen? Like, was Gordon gonna crash into Percy, or would he like? But
oh
luckily,
yeah. And what about in the episode? What about in the episode James in a Mess? I remember in the Ringo Starr version, not just the UK but also the US dub, it's also loud.
like when the James crashes into the tar wagons.
Yeah, in the Ringo Starr, both the US and the UK dub is loud, but in the George Carlin version on Best of James, it's not loud
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. On Best Thompson's Friends Get Along and Best of James and this fan made season 1 release, it's quieter. It makes a softer thump sound. It kind of reminds me of. Well, yeah, it reminds me of something else, but yeah. But you know how Ringo adds an additional line when James rushes through Marin Station? They say, "Through the station, they thunder disaster lay ahead."
Oh yeah.
But George Carlin, he just says, "Disaster lay ahead."
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't even say that. And
So I guess, yeah,
and I know this may sound off topic, but Thomas and Friends, I remember I always used to hear the line "Then there was trouble" or something. that line
yeah,
always catches me a lot. I
yeah.
remember.
I heard that line sometimes too.
Well, I might hear it a lot. Like you might hear it a lot in seasons 8 through 12 or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes it will pop up. Yeah, it will
Yeah.
be heard from the. It's just the narrator saying, "And then there was trouble."
Yeah. And I don't even understand why I don't even understand why in Toby's Tightrope the narrator didn't say then there was trouble. You could have
Uh,
said.
yeah, I don't know why either. Yeah, and also like I know if you watch the unrestored version of the Flying Kipper, you can see the sunset scenes a bit better. But for some reason, people don't like the restored version of the Flying Kipper because you can't see the cloud settings of the sky in the background. But in the unrestored versions, you can.
Oh yeah, that's weird, honestly.
I mean, because I like the restored versions of season 1, 2, and 3 better of Thomas because I can see them better.
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes I like the restored version because like you said, it's because of the colors.
The colors are more easier to see, whereas in the originals you can't even. It's too. I don't think it's just because of the picture quality, because I think it's just also because its original take was monotone.
Oh yeah. And I'll make the stream a little short because I have to go to bed soon, but you could
Yeah.
still chat.
Oh, so I
We could
think like what
what's your time? What time are you in?
It's 9:04 in my area.
Oh no, it's 8. Okay.
Okay, yes. So you're 1 hour behind. So yes.
Yeah, I thought you were Eastern time, but anyways, so
Yes, yes. So I'm an hour ahead, so it's 9:04 in my area.
yeah, okay.
So yeah, I think we're still good.
Yeah,
So I think
so
mhm.
what's that?
So I think we're still good to keep going. Or
I think we're okay for now.
okay, so let's
I
just keep
told them
going.
I already told my parents that I'll be downstairs in like 30 minutes or something like that.
Okay, so I think yes, I'll have to probably do this quickly. So yeah, let's just talk about season two really quick. Let's move into season two.
Yeah, sure. And I might not be able to get into all, but I'll do it next time.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
can you see it?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. So how you like the front cover and everything?
they're cool.
Yeah.
When you showed me them when you showed me them in my Q&A stream, I admired the colors. So yeah,
Yeah.
season.
And you can't see it closely, but can you read it?
I think I can. Yeah,
Okay. What does it say?
think the more
New?
adventures of. I think it goes. The adventure continues with more adventures in the second season of Thomas and Friends.
Oh no. No. No, it says 2 disc set. I'm talking about the banner.
Oh yeah, yeah. The banner I can see. Yeah,
Can you read the words?
I yeah yeah.
All right, so it says 2 disc set over 2 hours of Thomas and Friends. How would you like it if all the complete season sets have 2 disc set?
Yes, yes. That's convenient because I don't think having them on two all one disc is too much space.
Yeah, that goes for like the complete series 1 to like 16. But the complete series 17 was by far perfect. Because it's a 2 disc set with 2 different promotional images of Thomas. Well, one disc that's the same and the other is has a different promotional image of Thomas, but whatever.
But
So
yeah,
here's the spine right here.
hmm? Yeah,
Probably gonna get criticized or something, but I understand. It's okay.
yeah. I know that. Yes, and I'll just say this: that I think there's only two episodes where they say "shut up," and it's Donald and Douglas's introduction and Edward's exploit.
And also, I believe Diesel's devious deed or
Oh
Diesel's devilish deed on Thomas's Halloween adventures.
yes, yes. That's three episodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And if you want to know the season, oh, and did I forget to tell you that there's a season 2 episode I do remember watching on Sprout when I was little?
Which one was it?
It was Thomas Comes to Breakfast.
Oh yeah, it was the George Carlin version, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you ever watch TV broadcasts from seasons 1 through 2 right now or something, then you get the George Carlin version.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah,
if you get releases like Thomas Gets Tricked, well, the DVD or the VHS release, then you'll get the Ringo Starr US narration.
yeah. And,
Ugh, you
yeah,
know,
season.
you
Yeah, there were
know,
some. Yeah,
I just wished that every single episode of seasons 1 through 2 were like narrated by Ringo Starr for the US, just like they did with 17 to 21, where both dubs are narrated by Mark Morgan. You know that?
yeah, yeah. I know Mark
Yeah,
Morgan.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I know the episode order for season two. The first 13 go from Double Trouble or aka Toss Person Nicole in the UK. I don't know why it's called Double Trouble in both seasons in the US. I like to call it just Toss Person Nicole by its British title, if you don't mind. From
Oh yeah, sure,
Toss
sure.
Person Nicole to Diesel's Devious Deed on disc one, and disc two goes from a close shave for Duck or just a close shave in the Australian and UK regions to Toss the Missing Christmas Tree.
Yeah. You're worthy, Sir Topham Hat to you.
Yeah, and then in the George Carlin version, he says, "You're worthy, Sir Topham Hat to you," or "You're worthy, Sir Topham Hat thinks I need to learn." George Carlin's Diesel voice is kind of outstanding, but some people say they like his Diesel Ringo Starr version better.
Yeah, because of his growling. Oh, said Duck. Well, if you're a Revathingamy, perhaps you can collect my cars while I fetch Gordon's coaches. That's what
Yeah,
Duck said. And
yeah,
did you know that there was a goof as well?
there was.
Like when Duck says, "If you're a Revathingamy," he has no eyebrows. Is that right? I think that's
Yeah,
the goof.
yeah, there's no eyebrows for some reason, but in this face when he leads with Diesel leads with him, he does have eyebrows because he's to scroll. He has to show Diesel around.
Yeah, yeah. And sorry if Sorry about if the stream is so late. I tried everything, but it didn't work. But finally, I got it to work again.
Yeah,
Next
I
time, if
know.
I do, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I know you gotta do something in like a few minutes.
Yeah. Anyways, so the complete season 2 right here. So if you read right here, the description, it says it's full steam ahead for Thomas and all his engine friends in the complete second season, with new engines coming to Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Watch when Thomas crashes straight into the station master's house for breakfast. Then we watch Percy meet Duck, the Great Western Engine, and then we meet two Scottish twin engines, Donald and Douglas, who cause a lot of mayhem around Sir Topham Hatt's railway. I think that's what happened, right?
Well, even like there was a cut episode, The Missing Coach, that was originally going to be the pilot of season 2, but Burt Allcroft wanted that episode canceled because it was taking too long to film and the plot was too confusing.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyways, I'll show you the two discs anyways. Here's disc 1.
I think they're going to be blue discs.
Huh?
Season 2 is a blue color because I know that because like I said, I watched the Every Single Thomas story video.
What was said? Blue color.
Blue, yeah, because season 1 was red. Like I said, I know the colors from seasons 1 through 21.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Well, I'll say yes. We're gonna do blue for season 2, or unless you found a different color, that's fine.
I'll just go for purple, but
I know. So
if you want blue, that's you can do it your own way. That's okay. And here's disc 2.
Mhm.
See, I put disc 2 right here.
Yep.
And yeah. And if
So,
you're wondering what's with the 75th anniversary logo, as a reminder, it's supposed to be released 2 years ago in 2020.
yeah,
And here's the complete series, third season. Oh, and what's your all-time favorite season, by the way?
I definitely like season 5 of the classic series because of how dark and edgy and so edgy and scary it looks.
Yeah, if one of my favorite, it's probably season 2 because like everyone considers season 2 their second favorite, but season 2 is probably my number one favorite because of Ringo Starr's narration is the best. Now, now I never grew up with Ringo Starr, but I did grow up with three narrators: Michael Brandon, George Carlin, and Alec Baldwin. Which George Carlin is like everyone else. George Carlin is probably my number one favorite.
Yeah, I like George Carlin. Like season 3 is George Carlin's first narrated season, unless you don't count him redubbing seasons 1 and 2. That
Yeah.
this is his first official season as the narrator, unless you don't count him redubbing seasons 1 and 2 completely.
Oh yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
in
And
the
season
UK,
3 is the first season, of course. And this is in a dark green background, by the way.
yeah, the first episodes. Oh yeah, we have to end off with Trust Thomas, which is my favorite episode of season 3 on disc 1, and then
Because of the
disc
crash.
yes, and also like they James like makes to think of a way to pretend to be ill so he can let Thomas do it for him instead.
Oh yeah. And did you know about Thomas's smile as well? Like Thomas's smile in the later season 3 episodes?
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's also in like some of season 4, and they use it very good for season 5. The way he smiles and his eyebrows are positioned.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
for some reason that brings me to season 8 or something. Because season 8 was the first season I watched when I was little. Well, I had It's Great to Be an Engine one time,
yeah.
2004 release.
But yeah, I know for George Carlin's version, the restored version is a goof. When James says "take that" when he bumps the freight cars, you can't even hear the sound, but then you can hear the bumping sound after that, and then it goes out of sync for a little bit, and then it cuts to the next scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think season 3 has some of the most insane goofs ever.
Well, actually season 1 is to me. Well, to me season 1 is.
And I know season 3 in James Whale's Buzz, there's an error where, like when the passengers gassed at the beehive fell and it broke open, they show one of the scenes twice, but in the unrestored version, they show three different additional scenes with the passengers all surprised.
Oh yeah. And I believe James Goes Buzz Buzz was one of those times when they used "Then There Was Trouble." I remember that line a lot.
Yeah, like after the the porter said, "Mind your backs," he shouted. And then he said, then there was trouble. The beehive fell and broke open.
Oh yeah. And I believe this is the first time James Goes Buzz Buzz was like the first time where you get to see James's O face. It also happens for like I know it happens in other episodes, like it happens in Scaredy Engines from season 6, and I believe this also happens in the season 5 episodes. Well, a few season 5 episodes like Busy Going Backwards and Thomas Percy and Old Slow Coach. I think those were the episodes I could think of. And I
Yeah, even
think
like
Cranky Bugs, right?
no, I don't think he did it. He did his O face in Cranky Bugs. Henry did though,
Oh yeah.
but only James, Gordon, and Duck made their usual surprise faces when they saw the old tramp steamer was gonna trap them in the shed. Man, can I tell you the part in Cranky Bugs used to scare me a lot as a kid.
Oh yeah. Even though it's not from seasons 1 or 2.
No, no,
It's
but
from
yeah,
season 5 though.
but yeah. So I still like season 5 of the classic series. But yeah, and also like this too. Like I also know that for a fact that in there's a version of Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure where they do actually play the sync perfectly, but they do the full version, but they do the sync perfectly. Like in the last scene, like I watched this one video from this YouTuber called Derek. Every TV appearance of James seasons 3 through 4, they did the perfect version of instrumental of "Wish You a Merry Christmas," but with George Carlin singing the narration perfectly in sync. Like it plays the music. When the engines woke the next morning, they could not believe their eyes. The sheds had been repainted and decorated. The engines whistled in delight, and everyone agreed that it was a really happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I don't even know why they would do a Thanksgiving version in the first place. I guess it's for Shining Time Station.
Because of the episode Billy's Party, which I am going to be watching this year on November.
Yeah, but I know in Holiday Express 2009 DVD, um, it plays the Thanksgiving version, but with no Christmas music at the end.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, this is the original version that was originally on Percy's Ghostly Trick VHS.
In which I believe George Carlin's narration is in sync, but then
Yes, it's in perfect sync on Holiday Express.
but then I believe in Thomas's Christmas Wonderland and the other adventures, I
Yeah,
believe it's out of sync.
in Ultimate Christmas, yes, they're both out of sync.
Yeah. Yeah. And believe it or not, you know the song Thomas's Anthem? Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only song of season 3, but yeah.
Yeah. Not just that, but I think from seasons 3 to 5, it just has the bounce. You know what I was talking about, the bouncing steam cloud in your stream?
Well, it was someone else's stream.
Oh wait, I thought it was in your it was in Ficalova 2000s. Never mind.
Yeah, the one where he showed the Sony Wonder DVDs. I
Of
explained
Hartford.
yes,
Oh yeah.
and some Sesame Street, yes, but yeah.
Yeah. And let me think. Oh, I was mentioning about the bouncing steam cloud. Like seasons 3 to 5, you only get to see the bouncing steam cloud, but then season 6 to 7, you don't see it that much. I don't know what happened.
I don't know why they couldn't include the Steam Cloud anyway, but yeah, season
But
3, yes, it's the
but
first one
season
to go.
8, but beginning with season 8, that's when the bouncing steam cloud did come back, but what I think I like about season 8 onwards, the songs, I like the fact that they include the funnel with the bouncing steam cloud. I think it makes perfect sense to me because where does the steam cloud come from anyways?
Like it
It's
goes
supposed
off. Like it's supposed to it goes off the screen, but then it comes back onto the screen. That's why I like the. I mean, I'm not bothered by it because they know like at least they just wait for the Steam Cloud to bounce on the next few set of words in the song.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? But yeah. But yeah, like I said before about Thomas the Smile right here, it is kind like Thomas the Smile in some episodes, like at the end of Bulgy or something like that, you do get to see it when like Thomas is leaving the station.
Well, that's his neutral smiling face, yes.
Yeah.
But
It is almost like the one from season 8 kind of, right? Or season 6, whatever.
I think it's like season 6 and 8 in a way.
Yeah. 6 through 8 in a way, whatever. Yeah.
Because I know like the ones where makes a different smile, but his eyebrows are pointing up. Are examples at the end of Trust Thomas, or I think another one is like I think another. That's just a few times he does that. Yeah, and Gordon the Famous Visitor, Toss gets bumped. He does that. He does it.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? But yeah, the complete series 3 season, the complete third season, I meant to say. Here's the 2 discs right here. And here. And the disc 2, I decided to put in a promotional image of Thomas at the docks. I had to do something. I couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah.
I know some people probably don't like the promo with the docks, but oh well. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get criticized, but it's okay though. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
What else? I have more, but I don't think I'll have time to go through them all. But don't worry, I'll eventually do another stream, hopefully next time.
Yeah. We'll start off with season 4 because I think since there's 20, we're doing from seasons 1 through 21. We'll just leave it off here on season 3, and we'll start off with season 4, hopefully another time.
Yeah, sure. I'll just have to end the stream here. But yeah,
I'll still go. I'll go and leave then, Thomas and PBS fan. I'll just let you say thanks for doing the stream.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
I'll do the stream maybe next Saturday or something like that if I'm busy, and maybe if I'm available,
Okay.
or maybe Friday.
Okay. Huh? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave so you can go ahead and sign off saying, "See you next time."
Okay. See ya. And I'll probably yeah. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.